Hello, Mrs. Hughes.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Dr. Midley. I'm one of the psychiatrists. I understand that your GP wanted me to see you. Your husband had some concerns
Yes.
about your memory.
Yes, that's right.
Do you want to tell me what the concerns are?
Well, my husband Alan said that I've been a bit muddled on occasion, forgetting names of family members, losing keys, struggling a bit with directions to places that I know well, really.
Okay, and what do you think about this, Mrs. Hughes?
I can see he's right, but I think perhaps he's a bit over-worried. It's maybe not as bad as he thinks.
And how long has this been going on?
So, about 6 months or so, I think.
Okay. I can see it's really seems to be worrying you as well. What would you like me to call you?
Oh, Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Yes.
Okay, Rosemary, I'm going to ask you some more specific questions about your memory, if that's okay. And then at the end we can have a discussion about what I think it could be. Can you tell me, for example, your recent events, like having breakfast? Would you remember what you've had?
Yes, I had porridge today.
Is that the same thing you have every day?
Yes.
Okay. And are you able to tell me your date of birth?
Yes, it's the 11th of the 6th, 1954.
Okay, thank you. And do you remember your anniversary date?
Marriage? Yes. It's the 15th of August, 1982.
Okay. And you've mentioned to me about misplacing things, so your keys, for example.
Yes.
Are there any other things that you misplace?
I have misplaced my purse on several occasions. Yes.
Okay. And in terms of recognizing other people, are you able to recognize familiar faces?
Yes, it's their names I struggle with.
And has that been happening quite often?
I mean, several times over the last few months, yes.
Okay. In terms of communicating when you're with someone, do you sometimes struggle to find the words?
Not especially, no.
Okay. And how are you with getting dressed?
Yes, that's fine.
Have you had any difficulty with dressing yourself or doing any chores?
No.
Okay. And are you able to plan your day?
Yes, I think so, yes.
How do you spend your day?
Alan and I like to walk the dogs twice a day, and then I go to art class twice a week, and Alan and I go swimming 3 times a week, so things like that.
So it sounds like you still have quite an active schedule.
We do, yes.
How are you with your finances?
Not great, but I mean, I've always left that to Alan, so that's nothing new.
Yeah. Are you able to be aware of your surroundings when you go out?
I think so. I mean, I do get a bit lost sometimes if it's directions and things, but yeah, otherwise okay.
Okay. And has there been any changes in your personality, whether you've noticed or maybe Alan has noticed?
I guess I feel a bit subdued in a way, a bit flat almost. And then I think Alan would say, and he's right in this, that if there was something sad on television, I mean, whereas before I might have shed a tear, I'd seem to have a really good cry.
So would you say it's affected your mood as well?
Not so much mood, but I seem a bit, if I'm upset, I'd be very irritable, which isn't really like me, and if I'm sort of sad, I'd be really very sad, which is a bit much.
So it seems to have affected some of your mood as well,
so, yes.
And your emotions.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any physical health problems?
I did have a bit of a, well, they put it a mini stroke just over a year ago. Just take some tablets for that.
Okay. What tablets are you on?
Benza, something for blood pressure.
Blood pressure. So you've got hypertension.
Yes.
And you've had a stroke.
Yes.
A mini stroke.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any family history of anyone that has memory problems like dementia, Alzheimer's or vascular dementia?
I did have an aunt who had some kind of dementia, but not until she was about 87, I think.
Okay. And any physical health problems like Parkinson's?
No, nothing like that, no.
No asthma, diabetes, epilepsy?
No.
Okay. And the aunt you mentioned, what type of dementia does she have? Do you know?
Oh, no, I don't know. She died. I don't know what it was, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Okay. So, Mrs. Hughes, from what you've told me is that your husband Alan's been concerned about your memory, about you misplacing things, getting muddled up, and sometimes not knowing the directions or people's names. And I'm not sure how you feel about all of this.
I think he's right to a certain extent. Perhaps not quite as bad as he thinks, is how I feel it is.
Yeah. Well, thank you for talking to me, and I would like to discuss this with you further and explain to you more about what I think the possible cause could be. But I would like to do some blood tests and do a scan as well to rule out any other physical causes, if that's okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Mrs. Hughes.
Thank you.